Hey everyone, and welcome to English C1000E. Think of this as your personal guide to the semester with Professor Jamie Dingman. We're going to walk through the syllabus together, piece by piece, so you know exactly what to expect, and more importantly, how to succeed. All right, let's get started.
Right off the bat, I want you to see this message because it comes directly from your professor. This is the mindset for the whole semester. You've got tons of support from Professor Dingman, from your class tutor, and the Writing Center. Seriously, you can absolutely do this.
So here's what we're covering today. We'll talk about getting in touch, what you need to succeed, the work you'll be doing, that unique grading system, key policies, and your very first assignment.
All right, Section 1, Getting in Touch. First things first, right? Knowing how to reach out when you need help is probably the most important first step to a great semester.
You've got a bunch of ways to connect with Professor Dingman. You can email her, which is always a good bet. You can also join the class on the Remind app for quick text updates or even call. And she has regular office hours, both in person and online through Zoom. Just make sure you double-check the syllabus for the exact days and times.
Now, this is a super important point, so listen up. To meet with Professor Dingman, you'll book an appointment directly with her. You can use the Canvas calendar or just shoot her an email. But, and this is the key difference, for the embedded class tutor, you have to go through the Writing Center to book your time. Don't mix those two up.
Okay, on to Section 2, your toolkit for success. Let's look at the stuff you'll need and the support systems that are already in place to help you do your best work.
So what do you need? First, you'll need a copy of Orange is the New Black by Piper Kierman, and you're going to need that right away in week 1. You'll also need a device with internet and some kind of cloud storage, like Google Drive. But listen, if getting any of this is a challenge, don't panic. The library has laptops you can check out, and you should definitely talk to Professor Dingman if you have trouble getting the book. There's always help available.
Your embedded tutor and the Writing Center are going to be your best friends in this class. They are a huge part of your support network. To really get the most out of your time with them, just follow these 4 simple steps. Show up on time. Come prepared with your drafts and readings. Have the assignment prompt with you, and maybe most importantly, have some specific questions ready to go. That's how you make those sessions incredibly productive.
All right, let's talk about the fun stuff. What kind of work are you actually going to be doing this semester? Let's get a quick bird's eye view.
So the whole course is really built around 3 major essays, an analytical one, an argumentative one, and a research-based one. But don't worry, you'll build up to them. Along the way, you'll be doing reading activities, some quizzes, informal blogs, and even a book club for Orange is the New Black. It's a really nice mix of formal and informal writing to help you build those skills.
Okay, let's dive into what might be the most different part of this course, the grading contract. This is all about how your effort, your labor, directly translates into your final grade. Pretty cool, right?
So what even is labor-based grading? Well, it's a system that totally shifts the focus from just getting a good grade to actually learning. It's designed to take away some of that stress and anxiety of trying to be perfect, and instead it gets you to focus on the process of becoming a better writer. The bottom line is if you do the work laid out in the contract, your grade is guaranteed.
So you wanted A? Here's the deal. You've got to complete 90% of all the assignments. You have to submit all your major essays, making sure they meet the minimum requirements. And this part's really important. You have to go to a tutor conference for each of the 3 major essays. Lastly, you can't have more than 8 missing and 8 late assignments. Do that, and the A is yours.
Now for a B, the requirements adjust just a little bit. You'll complete 80% of the work, still submit all the essays, but you only need to attend tutor conferences for at least 2 of the essays. The allowance for late or missing assignments also goes up a bit, to 13. See how the labor you put in directly connects to the grade you get? And to pass the course with a C, the contract asks you to complete 70% of the assignments, submit all the major essays, and, you guessed it, attend at least 1 tutor conference for one of the essays. This conference is a must-do to pass, and your limit for late or missing work here goes up to 18.
Okay, this is probably the #1 question on your mind right now. With a system like this, how in the world do you actually track your grade in Canvas? And here's the answer, and it's a big one. You are in charge of tracking your grade. Canvas will not show you a running total like you're used to, simply because this isn't a points-based system. It's up to you to count your completed assignments, your missing assignments, and your late ones to see which contract you're on track to fulfill. This really puts you in the driver's seat of your own learning.
Moving on, let's quickly go over a few other important course policies and then take a look at all the amazing resources that are available to you across campus.
Since this is an online class, attendance just means you need to log into Canvas at least 3 times a week. That's how you stay on top of everything. And for late work, there's no grade penalty, which is awesome, but you have to remember those limits we just talked about in the grading contract. Think of them like guardrails to keep you on track.
So what's this number all about? 25. Because this is an accelerated 8-week course, you should probably plan on spending about 25 hours per week on it. Now, that's not meant to scare you at all. It's just to help you plan your time so you can be successful.
And please remember, you are not in this alone. Citrus College has a whole network of support, from DSPS for accommodations to EOPS for extra help, the Student Health Center for Wellness, even a mobile food pantry. These resources are here for you, so please use them. And finally, let's wrap up by looking at your very first assignment. It's designed to get you started right away by engaging with everything we've just talked about.
For this first task, you're going to write a 1-page response to a few questions. What are your first impressions? Does any part of the syllabus feel overwhelming? What are you actually excited about? What's your plan for managing your time? What do you really think about this grading system? And finally, is there anything your professor should know to help you learn? This is your chance to really think about the class and communicate directly with her.
We'll end on this powerful quote from your syllabus by Toni Morrison. The work you're about to do, all the reading, the writing, the thinking, it's not just about getting a grade. These are necessary skills for your life, your career, your future. Good luck this semester. You've got this.